63% of workers say they wouldn't be able to cover a $500 emergency expense.
Minimum wage isn't nearly enough. It's honestly completely unlivable.
The value of the federal minimum wage is now at its lowest point in 66 years, earning nearly 50% less than inflation-adjusted wages.
3 out of 4 said their incomes are not keeping up with inflation.
I think all hope is completely lost for anyone that is younger than you. And you know what? Comment section, please, let's debate this. I want you to change my mind. I actually do this all the time. But I'm going to show you articles, videos that basically all hope is lost in a debt-based system, also known as a Ponzi scheme. You remember these? The money's floating all over. It's like getting in one of these, okay? And there's $100 bills all over. You have 30 seconds to grab as many as you can, and you get about half of them. Then your friend comes in. He grabs the next half. And then they let the next person in, but now it's filled with $50 bills. And the guy's, well, that's not fair. Sorry, debt-based system. Should have bought the house early. And there is a line of forever long. And about the time your kid is allowed to go in, there's some pennies on the floor. And you're like, work harder. And they're like, but you grabbed all the $100 bills. That's an excuse. Should have bought Bitcoin at 1 penny. Should have bought gold. You should have bought silver. You should have bought a house. You should have bought anything. But now, don't get me wrong. You are a miracle. You are here. It is impossible. Well, that is the chances of you even being here. What some people say, 1 in 400 quadrillion. You're a miracle. Let me ask you, what are you doing with said miracle? Some people say, oh, that's so high. It's not that. Okay, 400 trillion. You're a miracle. And not just that, if you live in the United States of America in the year 2025, where you don't even have to work, you could click a button on a screen, travel the world. Just what are the probabilities of that? You landing on this channel where someone teaches you how to do it? I would say the miracles keep adding up. So I just want to make sure that I come here balancing your blessings that hopefully you're taking advantage of. That still doesn't mean that I don't want to leave this planet with it the same or worse than when I entered it. I want to make sure that my kids had it just as good as I did. And it's not possible because I entered the money machine before they did. And as a wise father, I taught them everything that I'm teaching you now. So they bought Bitcoin in their teens. They started businesses in their teens. They became financial gurus as teens. Or people like Jim Cramer are like, wow, how'd you get so smart? Breaking news,
so much
Jim
growth
Cramer.
that the Fed won't cut.
What the
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I take it right back.
Everybody,
I take it right
okay.
back.
It's
That was
okay.
big.
It's okay. We're in the moment.
I take it right back.
It's just the way
I take
we
it right back.
talk.
That was big.
It's cable with a ticker, as Joe Kernan would say.
I take that back.
Sorry that I was laughing. That was funny. I don't care. Cuss all you want. The third one, though, don't, Yahweh, Yeshua HaMashiach. Like, when you use God's name in vain, I'm like, no. Now, no judgment from me. You'll receive the judgment from someone else. But as long as you haven't broken any of those commandments, you're in. You're fine. Nothing to worry about. Nearly 25% of Americans are now functionally unemployed, while the other half are really they're unemployed. How are you going to fix that? Tariffs? I'll get to that. UBI? I'm not going to get to that. Everyone has been promised, go to college, get good grades, get a bachelor's, master's, doctorate, and life will be great. And you got your doctorate and you're still living with mom and dad. And the amount of heat that I took, the amount of times I was pulled into the principal's office and scolded for telling the students, start businesses, move money. And the ones that followed that principle, well, they're doing pretty good right now. They have stacks of gold, silver, Bitcoin, real estate. My students started Jersey Mike's. One of them actually I had on the channel. It's his brother. One went real estate, the other one Jersey Mike's, and then the second one, and then the third one. Moms and dads, and anyone who's listening right now that could pass on wisdom, please tell them the job is not the solution. Oh, and breaking news, would you like to hear from a college graduate out in the workforce what it feels like? This is what everyone is feeling like. She's so adorable, but I'm going to have to bleep her.
I just saw a video of a girl being like, how are we going to do this, like, for the rest of our lives? And I just have to say, low-key, I feel like a lot of young people right now in the workforce, I see comments all the time that are like, I'm betting on the world to end. It's like, yeah, me too. Like, how of a economy, of a society, of a country are we living in right now that your young people, your new to the workforce young people, are basically like, we basically have like ideations because we don't want to fucking do this forever. There's no reward for our work anymore. What's the reward? Like, oh, you get to go to sleep at night and then wake up a couple hours later and get back on the grind. Like, literally every single morning I'm like, can't a meteor just hit the building I work at and none of us have to go? It'd be great for everyone. Like, can't like a massive lightning strike just take out the whole building and I don't have to go today? Also, I don't want to see one boomer in my comments being like, oh, you guys think you have it so bad, we had it so much worse than you. Okay, listen, every generation goes through their own struggles, right? Okay. But statistically speaking, you could buy a house and support 3 children while your wife stayed home working at Michael's craft store. That doesn't exist anymore. In order to make a comfortable living wage to support your family, to support your wife staying home with your kids, you got to make at least $100,000 a year, at least. And who makes that? Because nobody wants to offer that.
And breaking news, that is correct. No one has to offer that. No one wants to offer that. No one's going to offer that. Child, start your own business. Stop going to the office. Whatever they did, just copy it. Oh, and get out there and move to California and go grocery shopping. When everything is now locked up. Evan, where's my phone? Kitty, I need my phone. This is California right now. You walk into stores, everything's locked up. You got to call people. Ridiculous. And these are private companies. This isn't even the government has taken over yet, like you are going to have in New York. Again, I just want my kids to be able to go into Jack in the Box, and they can't. These are actually all going away. I just talked about like private companies that start, hey, let's start a franchise, and it works until it doesn't. Why is this? Why is Hooters gone? Why is Red Robin gone? Why is it you walk in McDonald's and it's $50 for a Happy Meal? It's because the monetary system that we are living in is wiping everyone out. You're noticing this, and they're going to say, oh, it's inflation. We got this under control. It's now 2%. No, it's not. They're lying to you. It's a debt-based system, and it's a machine. It is a death machine that has to continue to grow by producing more debt, wiping out the middle class, and now the middle class can't even go to Papa John's because it's so dang expensive. That is what we are leaving to the kids and TikTok. But now these people are posting online their 1,500 EBT haul. Just checked my card. I have $12,000 in food stamps. Here's what they are eating. This, and it's not. I hate to break it to you, Princess. None of this is even food. Nothing. Hold up. What do you got there? You got Top Ramen. You don't know what it is. It's Top Ramen. It ain't food. It is poison. It is killing you. Your arteries have stopped working. Your system is shutting down. It's failing. And Top Ramen isn't even food. I don't know what it is. It's poison. Go ahead. Made in factories with people wearing chemical gear. and you wonder why we're sick. Here, have some more. I think I saw some Pringles in there. Just to let you know, sorry, this didn't mean to be like a health show. And I know they're giving it a 6. That's not so bad. Potato chips, there's no potato in it. Actually, more arsenic. You're like, that's a lie. Here, let me. Concerns. It's like a government website. This product, it's not organic, contains oil. Like, enjoy that. For all of you that are inflamed, and you're like, why does everything's seed oils? It's poison. Oh, but this is cool. Contains arsenic. But we shall score Mega Stack Pringles a 6. When we apologize that you're sick and dying and you have a doctorate degree, but you just can't pay it off, can you? Hey, who was in the pocket of the universities? What? You want to see inflation? Look at student loans for the prices at which they charge you. I know I was a university professor, teacher, It was over $6,000 to take one of my classes, which made absolutely no sense to me. And then I was required yet to have 3 textbooks, and they had to be the new ones. You can't do the ones that they change one word, because then the schools don't get the kickbacks. And I told the low key, that's how you speak, low key, just eBay or Amazon, or just download it for free. University didn't like me saying that. Student loan debt dropped millions. Now you're credit. You can't get a job, or you can. Okay, congratulations. You got a job. You can't survive. Student loan debt dropped millions of credit scores. Now you have no credit. You can't get a car, can't get a house. Your credit is 0. And currently, right now, I showed you the charts. If you have a college degree and someone who doesn't, there's no difference in workforce, job, or hireability. But again, it just goes back to what I've been preaching since I came out of the womb. Wash windows, trade equities. For whatever job you're working at, copy it, do it better. If you're like, what are you saying? That's terrible. Ask anyone. Ask Microsoft. Ask Bill Gates. You think he just magically got... No! He ripped off other companies. How about Apple, Steve Jobs? I mean, he was quoted as like, steal the stuff. He says good artists copy, great artists steal. Steve Jobs. And he stole this. He stole the quote. And yes, I know it's one of the 10 commandments. I'm not asking you or telling you to like go into someone's house and steal something. Also, getting back to the 10 commandments that I talked about, and you're like, because everyone thinks they're a good person. I'm a good person. Everyone's a good person. Then Judgment Day hits, you're like, oops. Okay, let me just quiz you, good person. Name 6 out of the 10 commandments, which I've probably already given you 3. So you've already cheated. Make it to 10, you get to go to heaven. But if you broke one, you're back to square one. I do have a solution for you, and Jim Cramer actually called it out live on TV, the solution, but it was just in vain. Now, coming back to the solution to all this, I started this at the beginning of the channel. I've given you the 2 solutions. Here is your government solution in all of this. Here's Government of Canada's solution. This was done up March 14th, 2024. I will summarize it for you. So, time, become a refugee, one. So leave, if you're United States, leave, okay? Just give up citizenship and then come back. Or go up to Canada. Refugees who land in Canada get $224 a day. I mean, you saw the beginning of the video where they're holding up, yeah, look at all this food. Look, we're rich, we're poisoned, and we're all dying. Per day from the liberal government, doesn't matter, conservative, liberal, to eat and sleep, because UBI will probably come from conservatives. At the end of the day, again, you are in a debt-based system. The beast needs to be fed. As Donald Trump would say, we ain't paying down this debt. So here is a big, beautiful bill that will balloon it. That's they're getting $82,000 a year. And I'm like, yeah. Hey, it is what it is. You think your inflation was bad then. You wait, the average Canadian salary is, $67,000. Again, Marka, you don't even keep your citizenship, become a Canadian. Refugees earn $14,000 more than the average Canadian. Those new Canadians will make sure that those people who cut them the check of $81,000 a year get to stay there. And this is how the system is run in the world. And they all know what the politicians know. They knew it here. And they're like, okay, so if we flood states like Minnesota, Obama did not resettle 70,000 Somalis in Minnesota. It was like, I don't know, 50,000. Lo and behold, you get Muslim everything. I mean, if you were to ask me, where's this filmed? The UK, I would have got it completely wrong, but it is. And that's how the system is currently running around the world. And then the mayors, and they get in and quote, learn Arabic, says London Mayor Sadiq Khan. Actually, Trump had some not so kind words about Sadiq Khan. Listen.
About what?
Will you visit London during the state visit?
I will. I'm not a fan of your mayor.
Why not?
I think he's done a terrible job, the mayor of London. But the nasty person, I think he's done. I think he's a friend of mine, right? No, I think
He's squirming, but we'll
He's
listen.
done a terrible job.
He's
But I would certainly visit London. Yeah.
but he's a scumbag. Just at the same time that Trump is trying to do everything he can in his power, Epstein, this thing's a complete hoax.
Or your name does not appear in the Epstein files. But doesn't the AG have to tell you if your name...
Well, I haven't been overly interested in it. You know, it's something, it's a hoax that's been built up.
He's like, what do I have to do to get this thing to go away? And I think, sorry, I chase squirrels on this channel, if you've noticed. I think if he can, and they can, the administration, it's kind of like, has anyone mentioned anything about the Fort Knox? Okay, whew, all right, no one bring it up. Kick it as long as you can. Just 3.5 more years. I'm kind of waiting to see the comments where they're like, okay, Bravo, enough of the Epstein thing. We don't care anymore. We care more about Trump destroying the EU president live on TV. Catch this one.
Friday you said that Europe is being crushed by mass migration, and I wonder whether your friends on this
They're talking about mass migration.
Well, I'd let you respond to that if you like.
So we will give you I will give you the political talking points. I will use words like irregular migration. Make sure that everyone is vetted.
Been working intensively on the topic of irregular migration, and we have from the very beginning said that migration is a European challenge that needs...
Yeah, it's a European challenge, not an American challenge. We need European answers. Yeah, it's got Europe finished. Marca, you see what's going on. Stop it. We also need to stop what is happening in Cincinnati. We got to have like tough laws. And black, white, pink. This one happened to be a black mob who beat a white tourist at a jazz festival. And I cannot show you the video. There was a sucker punch. A dude sucker punched a chick. Actually, JD Vance went off on. He talked about it. And again, I cannot show you it, but I'm going to agree with him. His audio and video was horrible. But yeah, you need to law enforcement detain, arrest, incarcerate. And I don't care if you are black, white, pink, or green, or Muslim. But when you spout this stuff, terrorism is just part and parcel of living in a big city. No, it's not. So under your diarrhea law, I know it, you can beat up your wife and all good. That's why you're going to see these governors and they'll be very loose on law. When talking about loose laws and get the F out of New York, if it ain't for his loose laws, again, that's how it's going to happen. Also, you guys are going to get hit with a bout of the great Northeast exodus. How high taxes are driving away billions. Everyone is going to leave if you have a brain if he is elected, which he is going to be elected. But breaking news, then you can go to Florida where there's no state tax. Oh my golly Wally, and sit there at a computer screen and go, I'm going to either put in a buy and make a whole lot of money on precious metals. Well, I know it's on the screen. I just offended a lot of people. Or you click the sell button right there and make a lot of money going down. And if for some reason you don't know what that means, take the course. It's $299. It's cheaper than the $7,000 class. Also, those classes go up and my classes go up too. It won't be $299. It'll be $399. And you won't get my bear market course. And if you are currently in the course, there will be emails sent out starting today giving you the chance to do the AI system. It trades my strategies and you just sit there and do nothing. Please do not email me. Oh, why didn't I? It's like just slow. And then boom, floodgates. It'll be posted on the website. You'll see it in the course. But if you don't have the course, then you can't have it. And when you sign up for it, there will be free because it's a whole system. And then there's paid. Again, you got to be in the course. Also, if you do my watch, hey, look, again, I need you to know how to drive the car Wednesday, July 23rd. That was just a couple days ago. WSM. Look, do you know what this is? When you look at this, this is a cup and handle. This is where you put in a buy. If you did that, you're up over $800. You're like, okay, one on one, click sell, do whatever you want with the 800. So running this till tonight, and then that is it. This is separate. This is for you traders that already know how to trade and you wanted my screener. It has nothing to do with AI. You guys are like, I want more than your watch list. Thank you for that WSM. $550 $50. And then 800 and that's it. I need more. But again, you guys, just start with the course. Just start with the course. AI course. It's $2.99 and then you get a free course. Hopefully you'll get an email, but don't email me. That way when the market is just farting around like this, right? That's a flat day. I have a plethora of stuff that are sweet setups. Oh, and if you want to know what happened to Bitcoin, again, you go here, you click on the chart, come over here and you go, okay. It's a continuation pattern. You break that, you go all the way up high. But hold on. Like I said yesterday, you have to turn the indicators on. Otherwise, you don't know. Are you overextended? And I said, there's a probability you'll have a false breakout. How do I know this? I will turn on one thing. Bravo Kit Pro. You were purple. You're already being pulled. That's, we can't do it, right? It's like a runner. You have to run, say, 20 miles. Are you going to come out of the gate sprinting? Well, that's currently what happened. You were out of gas before you even began. I'm going to say you have another shot at it. Wait, okay. You could come down here, bounce off of this. You already did. Just don't break this white line. And if you do, I mean, you'll have my trampoline down there. There is still so much hope. Breaking news, don't confuse that with hopium. And Bitcoin is not a lottery ticket. That's what people are like. If I just own one, which is great, you should. But what you really should do is every day you're like, I'm up 800 here, I'm up 550, I'm down 25 here, I'm up 100 here. Like, you just keep going. Spend 5 minutes in the morning. Pinky promise, digits solve problems. But if you have no problems, you have no worries. Just go in there every day and clock in and clock out and have everything just be taken away with inflation. And continue to build someone else's dream. And with that, welcome to being a miracle. You're a miracle guy or gal. And I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.